Here we are. Good. I'm not muted. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. Happy Friday. I hope you all have had a wonderful week. We are joined by Jasper, one of my horses there in the background, who decided to come in early today. And I want to thank you all for tuning in. I also, for those of you who are new, I just want to remind you, when you pop on, say hello, maybe tell me where you're from. People tune in from all over the world, and it's fun to get to know all of you and where you are from today. Obviously, I'm at the barn today. I'm not home, but I do encourage you guys to have a special non-alcoholic drink. I've got coffee here today. I do have incense. I didn't light up, but have a candle and some incense or some crystal. Make sure that your crystals, sorry, make sure that you're dressed comfortably. Make sure that you're in a nice, quiet, calm place where you can leave your baggage at the door, because this is a sacred hour with spirit. This means during this time, and I'll say hi to you guys in just a minute, okay? This means that during this time, we want to leave our extra thoughts, our worries, our baggage at the door. We want to still our minds and our hearts, our nervous system, basically, so that we are open to receiving. Not all of you will get a reading today, but I always remind people that Spirit knows who is here. And so there will be messages coming through for you based on what you are needing. Maybe not what you're wanting, but what you're needing. Whether you get a reading or not. So be open to that. Don't just be sitting there thinking about, is she going to call on me? Maybe if I write my question 100 times, she'll see me. I'm going to go where Spirit guides me. So whoever Spirit guides me to today, because Spirit knows best, that's what I'm going to follow. That's what I'm going to follow. And hi, Ivy. Hold on one second. Ivy, you need to move. Come on, let's go. So we'll see. We may or may not leave this horse out. She was outside grazing happily until I got on the live. I don't want my table kicked over, so we'll see. But this is really important, that you have faith and trust that Spirit knows who is here and that Spirit knows what it is that you need, and that you'll get a reading just at just the right time. Veronica has amazing readers on here. I'm on 3 or 4 days a week doing readings. So if you don't get a personal reading today, it's okay. You got to trust the universe and its divine timing. Okay. Awesome. All right. 2 more things. Number one, let's see what I want to share with you. Well, we'll start with this one. For those of you that don't know, my one horse had a scratched cornea. And so for the last 2 months, I have been on a very determined mission to save her sight and to save her eye. And that has led me to spending many nights at the barn. I live about an hour away from the barn. And I also care for my parents, who are 45 minutes from my house. So I have been spread very thin. I coached business for over 15 years. And one of the things that I taught for successful business was consistency. I have been very inconsistent with my lives, with my events. I cut down my classes and everything for a while, and I apologize for that. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, her eye is looking better, and the vet said it's looking good. So hopefully in the next couple weeks, we'll get the catheter out of her face that we syringe her meds into, and my schedule can return to more normal. So I certainly hope that that helps. Okay. So, but anyway, thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for showing up. I will be showing up more consistently later. It's so hard. The syringe gets stuck. There's things we can't do. It's so hard for me to choose a time to be on here. So probably what I'm going to do the next couple of weeks is not set a time. Just know that I'll be on every Wednesday and Friday within a few hour range. And I'm not going to give you a specific time just because I cannot hold up to that until I get her eye more sorted. The other thing I want to say is, guys, Maria, I love you dearly, but will you please not write in all caps? It really is not good for the broadcast. It's not good for the algorithms. I've heard other people online with podcasts have to say this. No, not to be rude, but please do not write in all caps. Okay. If I am drawn to you and spirit wants me to talk to you, I will give you a personal reading. But guys, don't do the whole caps thing. Please don't do that. Okay. All right. Let's go see who's on here and say hello. Let's see. And spirit, guys, spirit is more concerned. Spirit is less concerned with the details of your life, meaning who did what, who did a person choose, which job are you going to pick. Spirit is less concerned with that and more concerned with your state of mind, with your state of being, with are you able to make powerful choices? Are you in alignment or not? Are you aware of your feelings and why things in your life turn out the way that they do? That is what spirit is concerned with. Okay. So when you guys, and some of you might not like this, you might stop watching my broadcast. That's perfectly fine. I'm not here to please you. I'm here to serve spirit, not here to serve my ego or your ego. I'm here to serve spirit. So if I say something and you guys are like, oh, I don't like her, I'm not listening to her anymore. Great. That's okay. Go find somebody you want to listen to. But I'm going to speak from the authenticity of what spirit is sharing with me and nothing less than that. If you guys want to rise to that standard and that's where you want to be, that's great. If you want to stay in a more egoic place where, like most of us, you get caught up in things, and you want to hang on to spirit telling you what to do and spirit telling you who you need to be with and all that, that's fine too. But that's not where spirit is most powerful. Your spirit team, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, your spirit teachers, your animal totems, your animal messengers, they are concerned with, are you in alignment with you? Are you aware of and do you remember who you truly are? Are you acting from your authenticity? Are you reacting to emotional triggers? Or are you learning to use your mind as a tool so that your intuitive, eternal self can run the show? That's what spirit cares about. That's what I care about. So if it sounds like I am belittling and blowing off what I consider to be more egoic type directions and questions, then maybe you need to step back and ask yourself, can I step out of my comfort zone here? Can I do that? Because that's really where what you want is. It's at a higher frequency than where you are now. It always is. Myself included, all of us. What we want is always at a higher frequency than where we are now. Okay? And we'll have that be our little lesson from Spirit today, because Spirit always asks me to share with you a lesson. Okay? All right, Debbie Pittman, welcome. Kawizi, hello. Let's see, Christina. Hello, welcome. Sorry, Christine, welcome. Hi, Maria. Great to see you. Elizabeth. I already scolded Maria, so I guess I already said hi to her. Sorry, sweetheart. Paul Freed, great to see you again. Liam just left for prom. Oh my gosh, thank you. Have fun in Pennsylvania. That's great. All right, guys. Let's see here. Let's see. Yes, he'd be very, very proud of him. Absolutely. Thank you. At Paul Freed, this is Jasper. He's amazing. He's one of my cattle ponies. Blessings from Argentina. Liliana, we have friends in Argentina. That's great. Christine Thomas, hello. All right, let's scroll up here and see. Bournemouth, United Kingdom. Great. Oh, I miss it over there. Let's see. Let's see. So, Kawizi, I know you're always wanting to hear from your dad and Sky, and again, I'm gonna ask you, are you doing any of the things that have come through for you? And thank you guys for the hearts and the likes, not because I want them, but because when you guys comment or you like or you love this broadcast, It helps more people to find Veronica's page, more people that might need help. And it helps people to find my psychic medium page, which you see is scrolling down there along with my coaching page. So it helps people who might be in need when you guys like the broadcast. Okay. So thank you for doing that. So Kawizi, I say this because, you know, the egoic part of me always feels like, you know, it wants to tell me, my ego always wants to tell me, oh my gosh, you know, you're disappointing someone. You're disappointing him. He's on here again today asking to hear from Sky and his dad. But here's the real truth in this, okay? The truth is the way the spirit and our loved ones use readers, what they need from us is they need us to validate and clarify messages and their efforts to get through so that you, because they don't have any trouble hearing and seeing you, they always know what you're up to, but we have trouble you know, connecting with them. And so they use us readers to help be their voice, right? So that you in human form can feel that connection. But the other thing that they want us to do, which I do with you, Kawizi, all the time when we're talking, hi, Kira, welcome, is they want us to, and you know, like spirit guides are always doing this. They're always trying to get me to help you guys connect yourself so that when I'm not around or a reader's not around, you can sense it. And I know, like in your case, Kawizi, you want that validation, like all of us are looking for that validation. But then I start to feel like a broken record because when you're asking me this every week, the messages don't change as quickly as they might here, right? Because here we have our human egos. So here, if Sky was here or your dad was here, you might have a different message from him every week, right? Does that make sense? You might have like one day he might be like, can I borrow the car? Mine's in the shop, or, let's go grab a bite to eat, or, whatever, your aunt so-and-so is in the hospital, right? We have reasons in this physical world to interact with our loved ones every day about the details in this world. But I'm using you reading for you, Kawizi, to share with everyone. When it comes to your loved ones, if you guys are getting on and you're asking, and I don't mind, you can ask me as much as you want, but if you get on and you ask, and you're asking readers to hear from people like every week or every day, my ego says, well, you're probably just going to disappoint them, Lark. They're going to be disappointed because in spirit, it's different, right? Like I said in the beginning, they're concerned with what is your state of consciousness? Are you following, are you making powerful choices? Are you strengthening your connection with them so you can hear their guidance? They want to know those types of things. And so that's why a lot of times, Kawizi, I feel like I'm giving you the same reiterated messages from Sky and your dad. It's not that they're not interested in you and that they're not there to talk to me, but they don't have, like, that is their focus. Their focus is you awakening your intuitive power. They're supporting you. They're there giving you energy. They're there meeting with you in the astral plane. They're there whenever you speak to them. They are present with you, right? They're proud of you. They love you. What they really, really want is they want you to focus your attention. Since you want this connection with them and you have these intuitive abilities, they really want you to awaken those intuitive abilities. That's what their interest is for you right now, Kawizi. And until you get the journaling down that they asked me to tell you to do, and you're doing the exercises for your dreams that they suggest that I give you, such as writing things and putting under your pillow like questions, until you are waking up and jotting down what you remember from when you were asleep, until you're recognizing the new things that come through you during the day that you got from them in the astral plane. Until you're doing those things to up that connection with them, your ability to communicate, they're probably going to give me the same message. Now, maybe another reader is going to get something else, but But spirit always gives me instructions and guides for the people I'm reading for, because you guys are the ones that really have to do the work, right? So they are there, they love you, they're proud of you, you know, and they really want to see, like, in the next, I want to say this summer, Kweezy, is a really big time they see for you. It's going to be a big time for transformation for you. It's actually a window. We have like windows and segments of opportunities. This is a window of opportunity for you to make a quantum leap. And, you know, you're an expressive person. So journal, do your music, get out there and be expressive, and see how that unleashes and goes along with, you know, this connecting with them. Okay. Is Sky helping me with my daughter? Yeah. So I remember you asked me this last week, and I'm trying to explain the way he's showing me. It's not so much that he's trying to help you. Yes, he's trying to help you with your daughter. He's trying to help with the highest outcome. Does that make sense, Kweezy? He's trying to help with the highest vibrational outcome. And, you know, what they showed me last week was it's a matter of your vibrational frequency and hers aligning with where you both are right now, because there's a point where that connection is right. And if you guys sort of reconnect in each other's lives before that is right, it's not going to be the strong relationship and connection that you have spiritually that it would be if some time is given. So what they're showing me is there is a process happening. You can't see her end of the process, but, you know, he is being a space holder on the other side. That's what Sky is doing now. He's being a space holder because he has some different and broader perspectives now of how this is going to go down, how this should go down, how, you know, what your spiritual and cosmic soul relationship is with your daughter. And so, you know, he's not so much focused on making sure you reconnect as he is holding a space for each of you to become the version of yourselves that you need to in order for that to happen. Okay. But he is there. And, you know, we go where our focus is. So if you take the suggestions they've given to me for you, like the journaling, the writing, that is actually a form of focused intention. And it utilizes your third eye. It utilizes the power and energies of prayer, even just in focusing. It has that power. So you really need to be implementing that because it becomes tangible. And you're going to have some realizations that way as well. Okay. Let's see. Yes, 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 yes. Yay. All right, Kweezy, that's cool. I am rooting for you, my friend, and I am really curious and excited to see how this unfolds beautifully with a soul connection that you have with your daughter. Hi, Kim. Great. I am doing well. Thank you for joining us. Yes, they watch over her, but that's not their primary job, Kweezy. They have, you know, she has her own spirit team and her own guardian angel as well. So their primary job is not really to watch over her. It's more to connect and encourage and help you align and then hold space for the two of you. Because, you know, she has her own spirit team and angels working, you know, every moment with her to protect and hold space for her, to help create a path for her to have her awakenings as well. Yes, you do have dreams about them, and they will get stronger, Kweezy, if you are asking questions and putting them under your pillow, if you are falling asleep and going into theta state with those questions. If you are waking up in the middle of the night, or you are waking up and you're jotting something down, anything, even if it's only a feeling, what will happen is you'll start to bring more back into your conscious mind, okay, as well. Did your dad leave you a feather? Yes. Yes, he did. Absolutely. Your dad likes to send messages through nature to you. And I believe that is because he's encouraging that spiritual awakening in you, that conscious connection. And nature is the place that best nourishes our soul's conscious awareness and awakening. Okay. Yes, you'll start writing it down. Yes, I love it. It's hard to get started, guys. Your ego doesn't want you to start the writing because it takes power away from your ego. And it gives your conscious mind more awareness and control. So people have a hard time starting a habit of that, of journaling, of writing, but just do a little bit at a time. And it is so liberating. Let's see. Interesting, Maria. Readers want the caps look, huh? I've never heard that. I've always had people ask not to. Interesting. In the end, if everybody's writing caps, though, it's all the same anyway. I prefer you guys use correct punctuation and capitals where they belong, at the beginning of sentences or for names. Our language is being absolutely destroyed, and I would prefer you guys just use the best proper English you can. Okay. Let's see here. Debbie Pittman, are you still there? I like to make sure you guys are there before I start a reading, just in case people get busy, they pop off, or maybe they get bored with what I'm saying and they leave, and they don't always come back and check. So I've done entire readings for people before and they've popped off, and then everybody else got to hear the reading and they never heard it. So I always ask. I think Debbie's there, though. She usually waits. Yep, you're pretty patient. That's great, Debbie. Fantastic. Well, you have a lot of potential coming up this summer as well. Actually, it's the first day of May, guys, and actually, I see that really starting in May. Hi, Rose. I'll star you, sweetheart. Starting in May, especially coming June, July, and August, and then, getting results of transformation and change in September. So in other words, the outcome for the choices and changes and transformations that happen over the summer, I see happening. Hold on, I'm starting something here. I see happening and you noticing results until September, and they're jumping in, they're saying, make sure that that means you may not see results. You may not see results in the summer. You might not notice results that are happening from change and transformation. So what does this mean? I see a lot of potential energy. So if you remember a few minutes ago, Debbie, I was saying we have as a collective, but we also have individually, we have these, literally, they're like energetic portals, these windows of opportunity that open and close, that makes things harder or easier. They do usually coordinate with astrological movement, but that's not the only factor. Okay, so I don't want you to get hung up just in astrology or anything like that. It's a combination of things. It's also what a person is ready for, what their frequency is aligned with. And I see some potential for some things that you've been wanting to change, and some personal growth for you really happening. Some of these opportunities are going to present themselves in the form of challenges, starting like in May and June. And you may even say, oh my God, like, what is happening? Like, why is this happening? Why are these things falling apart? Well, understand when things start to go wrong, there is no wrong. And I'm not saying things are going to start to go wrong. I'm saying you're going to notice things you want to shift, change, or adjust, or have to deal with. when that happens, there's two reasons. It's either we're completely out of alignment and the universe and life is saying, whoa, wait, back up, stop. You got to do something different because things are not in alignment. Or it is that we're on the pinnacle of transformation and change and shifting. We're getting out of our comfort zone, or we have to get out of our comfort zone. And we are shifting into a new place, a new world for ourselves, right? Forgive me, guys, if I'm looking up here, I am using my third eye. I'm looking what they're showing me and seeing who's around. Okay. So I'm not trying to not look at the camera. I'm scanning everything. So this is going to be happening over the summer, especially that first part in May and June. And if you harness that and you say, okay, like I'm going to get through these next 3 months, they're not going to be bad, but you're going to have to think differently, get out of your comfort zone, make some shifts. It's going to lead you to things that you have been wanting, and it's going to lead you to a new version of you. Now, I also see you walking on a beach, going out, and what looks like is like traveling. It looks like it's travel and vacation coming up with either like dear friends or family. They're going to be people that are close to you. It's going to be like a lighthearted, meaningful trip. And I see that happening within like the next 6 months. Let's see if I'm starring you guys. Okay. Oh, I can't get this one to star. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me scroll this a little bit. There we go. Okay. Hi, Colette. Hey, Melissa. So let's see here. So Colette. Okay. So I see you doing this, and when we come back from a trip, when we go on a vacation, Debbie, and we come back from a vacation, we come back a new version of ourselves. There's always a transformative process that happens within us. And some of us really feel and notice that, and some of us don't. Good, you're there listening. Awesome. Hi, Kirsty. So I see this happening. I see it being a wonderful trip. I see it being, I see you in warm weather with sun and a beach and shopping and exploring and just spending some special time with those close to you. So I see this coming as well. So there's going to be a lot of really good, positive, transformative energy and opportunities for you over this summer. And what I think what you need to do is you need to really embrace it in all that it brings. Understand that it's a limited time, and they just keep showing me it is a window. It is a window of opportunity. So you want to make sure you do whatever you need to over the summer. And don't worry too much about testing or seeing results. You might feel like a lot of things are up in the air over the summer, but then you're going to find that when September comes, you're going to be going, oh, wow. Like this big, wonderful, deep breath and sort of like a delightful discovery. Thank you, Rose. I love these earrings. A delightful discovery of, wow, look what I did. Look what I've transformed. Look how beautiful and evolved and transformed my life has become. A lot of things that you have wanted or you've thought about or you put on the back burner that you've thought, well, maybe that won't happen, or maybe I won't be able to do that. A lot of those things will start to pop up for you. Okay. So that's going to be really exciting, and I'm excited for you. And I'd like you to keep me tuned in. Let's see. I'm asking if there's anything else really important. They're telling me they are in alignment. You are in alignment. And then I don't know, Debbie, if this is for you or over here. I don't know if this is for you or if this is for somebody you know. There is a cat that has popped in on your reading. It is a short-haired cat. And it's it's not like black. It's like white with the like patches on it, like dark patches. It looks like gray, like maybe the gray striped patches on it. And it's short haired. It's coming to me not as like a fat cat, just like a normal size, healthy cat. Do you know anyone that has lost a cat? Because this cat is trying to come through to someone that you know or are connected to. Think about that, please. Sometimes animals or people come through that are not for us. Okay, that's okay. I'm pretty sure this is connected to someone you know, though, Debbie, because it came in on your message slot. Sometimes the wires get crossed, but I'm pretty sure it's someone you know. So it might just be far-fetched. This animal is not able to get through to their person, but they just need to know that they are okay. They did the right thing, and the cat is doing great on the other side. So here's what I would suggest. Oftentimes we have these messages come through. The person I'm sending it with is like, what are you talking about? No, I don't know. And then I get messages days or weeks or months or hours later saying, oh my gosh, you won't believe. Like, so this is important. It's out there. So keep this in mind, all of you, in case the wires got crossed and it's for someone else. But animals love to piggyback this way because a lot of times, not all of them have people in their lives that get on for an animal reading, but they know when their people are concerned about something. Okay. So please take that. I always take the animals when they pop in and they want to have a message. All right. So Debbie, I think your summer is looking amazing. And I'd be very happy to be in your shoes with that reading and that vacation on its way. So keep me posted, if you will, please. And thank you for letting me read for you. All right. I'm going to scroll up here. Let's see here. Aylin, I hope I'm saying that right. Aylin Clara Marie Rand Woodberg. Are you there? Let me know if you're there, please. Guys, Spirit's trying to keep me moving on these online free readings so I can get as many of you as possible, because I will have to get off in a half an hour. I have to quick bring the horses in for the other people tonight, and I have to get home tonight. So, okay, let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna so Colette, I'm gonna star you. Maybe the cat was for you. Sometimes that happening. Sometimes that happening. Sorry. Sometimes that happens. Okay. Yes, you're from Norway. Oh, awesome. Aylin, that's wonderful. I was going to ask if you were from Germany, but I guess I was close. Okay. Norway. Great. Awesome. Okay. So, I'm always looking for messages from my dad, but I don't notice them. And that is exactly why. I know, Kawizi. I know I miss my grandparents desperately, and I can connect with spirit, and I still miss them. It's part of being human, right? And I'm sure, Aylin, that you really miss your dad, especially if you've been trying to connect with him and you don't feel him. I'll tell you, when my interestingly enough, both of my grandmothers, when they passed away, I've been able to sense and connect with them easily. But both of my grandfathers, I'm going to share this with you, Aylin, because both of my grandfathers, it just seemed like they just completely disappeared. Hi, Christy Wilson, welcome. Hi, Linda, welcome. And guys, they are outside of space and time. Often souls will take off. Often they will. Often they take off for a while. My one grandfather was basically in a wheelchair for 10 years. Yeah, because he did a back injury. They didn't do surgeries at the time. So he ended up in a miserable state for the last 10 years of his life. And he wanted to get the hell out of here. He wanted out. And so he did. He went as far out as he could, wherever he needed to go, right? But keep in mind, you are in space and time. They are outside of space and time. So spirit guides, angels, souls, they can insert themselves and come visit and interact with us at any point inside of our space and time, right? If that makes sense. I'm trying to keep this light from being in my face. Okay. So your dad is there, Alan. He is there, and he does try to get through to you. Number one, because you want it so much, oftentimes that blocks us. So that is blocking you from sensing and feeling him, but he is there. I'm asking spirit what clairs that you use the strongest. And they're showing me that you are picking up on the senses. You are picking up on them, but your subconscious is registering them. Your conscious mind isn't. So you are actually feeling and getting the energy connection from your father, but you're not aware that you are. So that's going to make it feel like you're not. What I love about what you shared, and it shows me very much about where you are in your conscious journey, is I love that you said, I'm always looking for messages from my dad, but I don't notice them. Instead of, many people will say, I don't get any messages from my dad. I ask my dad for messages, but I don't hear back from him, or my dad's not there. So you're already a step ahead because I can tell you're aware that you're getting them. You just would like to consciously be able to recognize them. And after this reading today, it's going to be easier because we're making an energetic connection here. He can see and feel and hear you. He is aware of what's going on with you. You are, and this is common, when we really deeply miss someone, especially, or if we've had like issues with that person, right? If we have our own mental blocks from having issues with that person, both of those things can block it. In your case, you just want to hear from him so badly, and you're looking and you're hopeful and you miss him. And that's making it harder for you to pick up on the senses. So I'm asking him, how can he show you different things that you want to see from him? So hi, Brenda, welcome. So first of all, he's showing me, good night, Christine. Tonight, he's showing me some jewelry. I don't know if this is your jewelry or his jewelry. He's showing me some jewelry, and it looks to be silver right now. He's showing me photographs. Do you spend a lot of time looking through photographs of your dad? I know that can be a very painful process, but he's showing me photographs. He's showing me that he really tries to communicate. Well, there's several ways. Number one, we're going to start with the ones you may not notice the most. And this is not new. Our loved ones do this. He is connecting with you in the astral plane every single night because he knows you want and need to hear from him. And so he knows that even though your prefrontal cortex, your cognitive, a conscious mind, isn't picking up on his signs and signals, your subconscious is. So he knows that you can wake up emotionally having interacted with him, energetically having interacted with him, even if you're not consciously aware of it right now. Okay. Yeah, he was showing me it hurts so much, but he's also showing me that there are photographs. Okay. And that's why I said, yeah, it's too painful right now, but he's showing me just right now. And since he's communicating to me from out of space and time, he showed me you looking at photographs. And then he added in, but it's too painful. And he knows it's too painful. But the showing me initially you looking at photographs is his way of telling me that you are going to be able to do that. That means as you work through the pain of missing him, there will be a point in time where you enjoy those photographs. Okay. And so let's start with the astral plane. In the astral plane, you guys spend a lot of time talking, philosophizing, taking walks together, talking through life. You spend a lot of time. Hi, Michelle. Welcome from Canada. You spend a lot of time sharing what you're going through in life and what you want to be looking for and working through. Let's see. It is amazing. You guys have an amazing time in the astral plane. Alan says, it is. I feel like I can see that he is sad in the photos. Okay, well, also, Alan, you're also projecting yourself on the photos. Okay, so you're projecting the sadness that you have right now on the photos. So as he said, as you heal, that won't happen so much, right? As you heal and feel better, you are going to not feel so sad. So in the astral plane, he's helping you work through things. He's helping you work through a lot of things in life. You guys are laughing, having fun. When you wake up, you're not consciously aware of and remembering this time together in the astral plane, but you are bringing it back in the form of healing. Your emotional and energetic body is joyful because you've had this interaction with him. Okay. And so he's really focusing on that right now because he's hoping the more you do that, he sees that that's helping you in your waking hours. So just as I told Kweezy, if you want to start be able to remember those things when you first wake up, you need to jot down your emotions. And sometimes it's going to be that you're super sad because it makes you miss him more when you wake up from these dreams. Other times, you're going to find that you feel uplifted. Or as the day or week goes on, you find that all of a sudden you have an answer to a question that you were curious about, or you have an issue that you didn't have before. That's all of a sudden you're able to resolve it. That was your time with him in the astral plane. So it will come out in your feeling, in the things that you know, in the emotions that you have. Okay. Hi, Geraldine. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Yep. He came in my dream. Awesome. And that is completely different. So our loved ones can visit us in a dream, and it's called a visitation dream. They actually have that. And then there's the astral plane interaction. So the astral plane interaction is where we all go when we're asleep, where because our mind is still and it's at its lowest, a low vibrational frequency, our soul's focus can go out into the astral plane, right? The plane between shoot. Sorry, guys. My husband called and I can usually hit off, but it didn't end the call. So I lost Wi-Fi for a moment. So anyway, where was I? So the visitation is him literally coming to you. The astral plane is you actually being there, like going there, right? So you're having both of those because he's really trying to get through to you. He's also really trying to get through to you in nature signs, in birds, in things that you love. He's showing me like the clouds when the sun shines on you. He's trying to show me that he's shining his light on, or show you that he's shining his light on you. Okay. Thank you, Geraldine. These are my favorite earrings. So let's see. I love how you said, let's see, he came in a dream once. It was so real. He just held me, hugged me, and told me not to feel any guilt and to know that he loves me. I'm 100% sure it was real. As a matter of fact, guys, those visitations and your time in the astral plane, I know this is hard to believe, they're actually more real than here because you're in your true form. And they are real. They are absolutely real. So start asking him questions, writing things, writing intentions, like I told Kawizi. Put it under your pillow. Have a dream journal next to your bed. Wake up in the middle of the night, jot down, even if it makes no sense, what you feel, what you're getting. Okay. In the morning, wake up, write down what you feel. This is going to help strengthen your, because the gap of you not recognizing his messages is in your cognitive mind, right? It's in your mind that has to make sense of everything. And that's what we want to break through. Okay. So you're going to have a stronger connection now and be able to sense things from him easier. But what you need to do is keep talking to him and then don't look for signs. Let yourself be surprised. Let yourself be shocked. Because when you're not focused on it and your intention is not to get these messages, they start to pop up. You'll start to feel him even when you're awake. Right? When you start to feel sad or emotional, that's actually his soul in your aura, in your energy field. He's there. And it creates that emotion because the energy is too strong. Okay. So that's really important. Excellent. Great. Let's see. This is so important. This is such an important reading. I'm glad you were here today. I sometimes can start crying when birds sing outside my windows. Makes me feel calm and happy and emotional. Yeah. Well, he comes in the form of birds and bird song. He comes in the form of nature because it's the most pure. It's the purest thing, guys. Nature is literally like the most natural and pure embodiment of God, and you are nature. So we can all connect and resonate with that if we get our heads out of our phones and out of the TV and away from music and away from all this influence and spend that peaceful time with nature. Okay. Yes, I did feel his earlier. The energy always made me cry. Yeah, and that's what it is. So the energy, it's overwhelming because he's coming to you from another space now. And when that energy gets in our auric field, it's too much for us to process. So it goes right to our nervous system and we get emotional. Okay. Yes, the sadness will go away. So when he was showing me photographs and then he was showing me you looking at them, and then he said to me, she's too emotional to go through them now. And then he showed me you looking at them. That was him saying, because I asked for validation in a side conversation with him, that's him saying, you're going to get to a point where you're going to be able to look at those photographs and enjoy them. Okay. What you want to do, Alan, is you want to get all that emotion out. You want to free your mind and burn off a lot of that extra emotion. Okay. And you do that also by journaling. I would go out in nature and let it hurt. Guys, this is advice for all of you. Let it hurt. Because pain is not here to punish or torture us. It's here to teach us and help us to grow. It's our experience of separation or change. It's actually a gift. And so we always try to run away from pain. But one of the things Mother Teresa tried to teach is when it hurts so much, you just go more deeply into and love more deeply. And in that loving, it comes full circle. Okay. So this is really important. Let's see. So let it hurt and find out, go internally and find out what unfinished business your egoic self is hanging on to that is causing this pain to remain so severe for so long. Because it is internal. It's within you and your capacity and ability to transform out of that. No matter what happened, no matter what the circumstances, it is within you to make that transformation. Okay. Let's see. Yes, not hurt without love. Let's see. I've tried to get the emotion out. He died in 2009, but I believe it will get better. There's just aspects of you that you're hanging on to that haven't healed. And there's aspects, he's showing me, Alan, that you're not letting go of. You need to figure out, he's showing me specifically, you need to figure out, and he's showing me, you guys talk about this on your walks, actually, in the astral plane. You need to find out what you're not letting go of. What are you holding on to that you're not letting go of that is keeping you from that healing? Okay. Now, if you guys, when we do these readings, I try to be thorough. Like, I've only got 10 more minutes. And if I didn't have to bring in the horses and I was doing, a different live, I would stay on with you longer. But there's always an endless stream of people I want to get to. I will be back on Monday with Angels in Action. I will be on Wednesday. You can find my Larkin Psychic Medium page down here. If you're interested in any of those readings, or you want to follow my events or classes or courses or any of that, if you want to go into any of these things that I leave you with for readings more deeply, you can find me there. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to read this one, and then I'm going to send you off with your dad, Alan, and get to someone else so I can try to get a couple more people before I log off here. I usually visualize his hugs. I can smell him, hear him, and feel him when I visualize the hugs. Yeah. Well, that's one of the ways he gets through to you. He does give you energetic hugs. He does surround yourself with his energy. He's there for you constantly, Alan. And I think that what he would like to see more than anything, although he is fine and at peace and happy, is he would like to see you be able to embrace your own life with joy without that lingering sadness. You have to remember, and he tries to remind you this, that we're all one. You're only apart from him for a split second. Like, in his time, in that amount of time, you're going to be back on the other side. And so he wants you to utilize this illusion of time and this life, Alan. He wants you to utilize that and live it fully. He and your mother gave you life. You chose their souls for a reason. And part of the pain you're experiencing missing him is what is needed for you, for your soul to grow. Why you chose to came into this life was to learn to handle what you're experiencing, because it's going to bring you to a great evolution for yourself. He says you're so talented and you have so many wonderful gifts to offer yourself in the world. He gave you life to enjoy it, he says. And I'm getting big chills, and that means he likes how I'm communicating what he's trying to share with you. Okay. He's going, yes, Larkin, that's it. So, my horse is going, yeah. My other horse is nodding, yes. So don't waste a moment. He's saying, don't waste another moment of this life that we gave you, that you chose to came from, because I'm right there. I'm just in a different form. And you guys are in the same soul family. He's showing me that. I'm looking at it right now. You've been in lives together before. You'll be in lives together again. This is only a temporary pit stop. Be okay with missing him. What we resist persists. And the more you're taking his advice and you're enjoying the life that he gave you, the closer you are to him. Because he is joyful and at peace on the other side. And he wants you to be here, because in a snap of a fingers, your life's going to be over. And you're going to be back on the other side with your dad and your mom, chatting it up, talking about how life went, and are you going to do it again, and who's going to play what role. Okay. So make the most of this one, so you don't get back on the other side and you're not like, oh my goodness. Let's see. Thank you so much. You helped me a lot. So glad I found you on here tonight. Me too. I'm so glad. Please keep me posted and come back. Like and follow my Psychic Medium page if you want. I'm going to do Angels in Action on Monday. But this is really important that you embrace this. This is what he wants for you as well. Okay. All right. I'm going to send your dad with you, Alan. Thank you for tuning in tonight. All right, let's see here. There's so many people I want to get to. Guys, I have been so swamped with my horse's eye and everything. I haven't gotten on these lives like usual, but I'm going to go back over my last few lives and I'm going to respond to everybody's messages. And so if I didn't get to give you a reading, I'm going to try to at least give you a quick answer in writing and invite you to the next live so that hopefully eventually I can get to everybody that's wanting a reading on my lives. Okay. It may be an unattainable goal, but it's one that I have. Let's see. Thank you for your time and energy. Many blessings to you too, Geraldine. Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to quick answer this one, then I'm going to scroll up. Hi, Kiana. I love your name. I had a dream of birds and cats, specifically budgies. Just wonder who made me have it trying to come through to me. My pop used to breed budgies, and I had budgies and cats growing up. Yeah. Well, there's two answers to that question, and I just had to answer this. I think it's so funny. Hi, Avril. Welcome. Yes. So that was your pop. And it wasn't so much that he was sending the budgies and the cats. The cats came, they all came together, like, come on, let's go visit her, right? Because on the other side, they're all together and they can all interact. So if they're like waiting in line to come visit you, the other one, someone else, maybe the budgies show up and then Pop says to the budgies, come on, let's go visit Kiana. So she knows like we're here. And then the cats are like, wait a minute. Cats are huge. Like they're not photo bombers. They're reading bombers, huge reading bombers. And cats just jump back and forth between worlds and dimensions like nobody's business. And so the cats are like, wait, they don't even care if you say no or they're not invited. They're like, wait, we want to go too. Hold on, we're coming. And that's what happened in this case. So, your cats and your pop invited the budgies, and then the cats were like, yeah, I'm coming, which is really pretty cool. I absolutely love that. But yes, absolutely. So this is a case of you seeing the messages and picking up on the messages, right? Which is awesome. Guys, I want to say, please, know that Veronica has the best readers I've ever seen on here. So if you're not getting a reading today, she has readers on every day. I'm going to be getting on a lot more. So again, I will be on Monday and Wednesday and Friday of next week doing readings. You can like and follow my psychic medium page. You can get on Veronica's online psychic reading pages and get readers. And again, I am going to go back through your comments and I'm going to try to get back to as many of you as I can. But if I don't get you today, try to find me on another live and I'll try to get to you. Okay. I really want to get to everyone. But in a couple minutes, I'm going to have to go bring in the horses. Colette, I'm not sure if you're still there and I really want to get to your other reading, but I'm going to mention this since the cat block popped in. You said I have a white and black patch cat with me. I lost a black cat in spirit. Okay. Let's see. So the black cat in spirit still hangs out with you guys and hangs out with the white and black cat as well. Oh, I can't wait to get back to Furball Fridays. That's going to be fun. We do just animal readings there. That is very cool. But yeah, the black cat still pops in and out all the time. It's always interacting with your other cat. The one that came through during Debbie Pittman's reading, that cat was on the other side. That was a white and like gray patched cat. And it was definitely on the other side, just wanting its person to know, or people to know. I see two people wanting to know that, it's okay and happy and joyful. And they made the right decision. So thank you for commenting on that. Sometimes I it seemed to be associated to someone Debbie knew, but I could be wrong. Sometimes the cats pop in anyway, and someone on here will hear that. They get through wherever they think they can. And even if they don't know the person, they find the right energy pathway where they can dive right through. All right, guys, I'm going to have to pop off. I have to go get the horses now. I will be back here on Monday with Angels in Action. So please join me, like and follow my psychic medium page. If you like this, please like so that more people can find online psychic readings. They can find Veronica's lives. And again, for those of you that did not get a reading, do not worry. Trust the universe, trust spirit. They know exactly the perfect timing. You're going to be the most receptive, and they will guide the reader to choose you. And hopefully I will see you on my next live. So I have another opportunity to read for you, and I will do my best this weekend. I will go through all my last few lives, and I will answer the comments I did not get back to. Okay. Thank you guys for your patience. I love you so much. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll talk to you soon.